Good morning. Welcome back to the Chipola Coaches Show. I'm head women's basketball coach Mitch Rolls. Today we got special guest Jada Redwine. We'll give you a quick update on where we're at in the season, and then we'll get into introducing Jada, ask her a couple questions, and then speak about the season going forward. So as of today, we are 15-1 in our non-conference play. We finished up non-conference. We had our Mississippi Classic that we are going to Hines get canceled. A couple teams backed out. So we're not going there. We're going to miss those last two games for our non-conference, but we'll get started here in the Panhandle Conference play here this weekend. Currently, we're sitting at number 4 in the Division I JUCO rankings. We dropped 2 spots from number 2 to 4 this week after a tough loss on the road against Shelton State, a really good Shelton State team. And to me, I think we just kind of played very uncharacteristic, right? We didn't play very aggressive. I don't know what was wrong with the energy that day, but we didn't play very hard. We didn't compete at the highest level. And then you play a really good team like Shelton State that's got good basketball players and good coaches. That's a combination for probably losing the game. So good learning lesson for us. Again, we played 3 top 10 teams over the break. We started out beating Walter State. We played them at the Shelton State Classic. We beat them on the road. We beat Southern Idaho here at home. Who was number 10 in the country at the time and undefeated. And then we went on the road for the Shelton State Classic, the South Georgia Classic, where we played Shelton State. We lost that game on the second day. We beat the home team, South Georgia Tech, I believe, by 30 to 40 points. Had a really good game the first night, and then followed it up with beating Cleveland Community College from Tennessee. So we finished up strong. We wish you didn't drop the game there to Shelton State. But again, that's a national tournament team. That's a good lesson for us to learn going into conference, okay? Now, stat-wise, we're still sitting pretty much the same as the last update, about 84 points a game, which is 7th in the country. Still pretty good. Our field goal percentage, our three-point percentage is hovering around 20 to 30, 30th in the country. So still shooting good percentages. Need to get our free throw percentage up quite a bit if we want to be successful. And as many free throws as we take in the game, we're going to have to improve on that. So the other stats here, we're first in the country in offensive rebounds still. We're getting 20 offensive rebounds a game. We're still first in total rebounds per game, and then we're second in defensive rebounds per game. So doing a really good job on the board still. My 2 favorite stats this year is going to be we're second in the country in opponent field goal percentage. We're holding teams to 28% shooting, which is a testament to their hard work and buying into our defensive scheme. And then the last stat is going to be we're 10th in the country in opponent three-point percentage. So we're holding teams at 22% from the three-point line, 28 from the 2. And that's something that as a coach you love to see, and then you keep rebounding the way we are. We're going to put ourselves in a good spot to win games here. Now, to introduce Jada, I'll just start off by saying, Jada's special to me. She's been with me now for 3 years. This is her 3rd year, coming off 2 injuries where, just unfortunate timing where she had to sit out a little bit and rehab and get her body back where it needed to be. She got cleared. Where are we at now? 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
Like a month.
Yeah, just about a month being cleared here. She's been with me from when I was at Iowa Western. She redshirted with me. She came here last year with that team that made a good run and at one point was starting for us through all the scrimmages and then had another unfortunate injury. So just glad to have her back. One of my favorite players, my son's favorite player right now, talks about her all the time. So, Jada's special to my family, special to our team. And my favorite thing about her is just going to be her competitiveness, right? Very fiery competitor, defends well. If she shoots it well, that's great. But realistically, she's going to take over the game with her effort, her energy, her defensive intensity. And as a coach, those kids hold a special place in your heart. So just a little bit, Jada, introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and then break down your family a little bit.
Hi y'all. I'm from Denver, Colorado, and I am the second oldest. I have an older sister and 2 younger brothers. All of my family still lives in Denver, Colorado, so that's where we stay.
Well, and tell us about little brother, because I got to see his highlight the other day.
Oh yeah, my little brother, he's a senior in high school right now, going to George Washington. I don't know all his stats, but he's having an amazing year. Honestly, a breakout season. Any JUCO coaches that are looking for a big wing that can do everything on the court, he's very efficient. Check out Chris Redwine.
And he's high flying. That's the highlight I saw was him dunking on people. So
Yeah.
Another good athlete in the family. Dad's a coach. Congratulations to mom on her newly getting married. So congratulations to mom there. And then now tell us a little bit about your high school career. Was there a highlight, whether it was in high school or AAU, that you can remember back on?
My high school career, I actually played with a lot of my teammates from AAU, so it was kind of like a natural, I guess, transition from club to high school. Probably my favorite moment was my senior year. We were able to go to Vegas for a tournament. Out there, we ended up playing Sierra Canyon. We played Juju Watkins. We got smacked, but it was a good game. And it was just a great tournament for all of us to just kind of wrap up, like, not only our high school season, but I, as I said, I played with a few of my club members too, and it was just a good way to wrap everything up.
Well, and that's a good gauge for you coming into JUCO to play against teams like Sierra Canyon and Juju, and then come here and play against good competition. So you've been able to do that all your life. And that's the great part about having your dad that's involved and getting you in the right spots and taking you to the right tournaments. So now let me ask, what age did you fall in love with basketball? What age did you start taking it serious?
I've been playing basketball for as long as I can remember, and I've probably been taking it as serious,
Yeah.
that serious.
So first sport, and then just stuck with it.
Yes, I started playing at 4, and I was probably taking it serious at 6. Honestly, my dad is the reason why.
Yeah, dad kept the ball in everybody's hands. It sounds
For
like.
sure.
That's good. That's good. I'm hoping to keep my household the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your thoughts on this season? I know you had to sit on the sidelines all last year and watch that historic season. Obviously, didn't end the way we wanted to, but your thoughts on this season so far. And if you want to, you can compare it to last year.
I think both teams last year and this year were very strong, competitive, and could get the job done. Honestly, this team I feel like is a bit more, I don't know, special though, because we have so many players that are efficient on the court and can go and, like, not just make baskets but involve their teammates as well. My thoughts on this season so far, our first loss was kind of really upsetting for all of us. But like Coach Rose said, sometimes, like, you need those lessons to be able to come back even stronger. I think that as long as we come together as a team and rely on each other, then we're going to go very far and might even win the national championship, hopefully.
Which we did not do in that game. We
Yes.
played a little, not selfish, but didn't share the ball as much, didn't have the same type of cohesiveness as a group. So
Exactly.
we need to make sure that doesn't happen again for sure. Now, anything outside of keeping that cohesiveness that we need to do to be successful? Is there something we need to fix? Whether it's offensive execution, defensive execution, anything like that to be successful this season.
Honestly, I think that execution on both sides of the floor are going to be important. Defensively, Coach Upe, our assistant coach, always says defense wins championships. So we need to just be committed to playing lockdown defense for 30 seconds or more every single possession. And as far as offensive execution, I'm a point guard, so that kind of falls back on me to get the team like get the team ready to go.
Yeah,
and
organized.
Yeah, organized, and just know what plays to call when we see certain defenses.
Well, we're going to see a bunch of different defenses too.
Yeah.
What you're going to see this weekend against Pensacola is going to be trapping and hectic. And then we'll play teams like Gulf Coast. Like last year they ran a lot of zone. Now they're different this year. They've got different personnel. They're running different stuff. But I think you're correct. If we're able to defend the way we're supposed to on a daily basis, the offense is going to come.
Always.
Right? We've got good basketball players, and if you guys are just making good decisions, not being selfish, I think it's going to be really easy for you to score. So I definitely agree. Looking forward, I know we said we have Pensacola this weekend. It's our conference opener. It's here at home. We'll be playing at 2 p.m. A really good Pensacola team. Always scrappy, always athletic, and they're right down the road. So, it's going to be, what we consider a rivalry game just because of how hard they play us and how serious we take the opportunity to play a great team like them. They've beat some really good teams. I believe they have a couple ranked wins, And then they've also, had some close games with some really good teams. So it's going to be a battle. But as far as a conference opener, we're glad to be at home. Give us that home opportunity to, get our crowd in here, get everybody excited about the season, and then hopefully the boys follow it up with the win as well. So we'd love to see everybody out this weekend. Bring your kids, bring your family. I think we're gonna do, regular. I think it's regular price at the door and everything. We're not doing any special promotions this weekend. So please come on out. We'd love to have everybody, and come see us after the game. Thank you.